Hello friends, welcome to this review of the Eliminator. Mumbai Indians versus Gujarat Titans played at New Chandigarh New Stadium on Friday evening. And to discuss the match, how it went about, where Gujarat Titans got it wrong, or what was the turning point of the match, we have our good old friend, an expert in cricket as a player who has represented Tamil Nadu and Karnataka in Ranji Trophy, and now man who is perfect with the laws of cricket, being an umpire in the elite panel of BCCI panel. So Keshri, welcome to the Kumbi-Gikku Show, and we are looking back at the Eliminator and how comfortably Mumbai Indians had it against Gujarat Titans. You always say about experience in these kind of matches, and it showed with Mumbai Indians against GT, didn't it?
Absolutely. What stands in good state for all these sides are ones who have been part of the playoffs, ones who have had their hand on the title 5 times. And experience is not readily available in the market. So you need to go to the grind, spend that many years out in the middle, be part of failures. Then you ensure you are part of success also. And no wonder, yes, they showed what they were made of. It's just not about handling pressure and handling the nerves of a literal quarterfinal clash. It was. Though it was Eliminator, we call it technically, but it was a quarterfinal clash. And about execution of skills and playing those key moments in the right way. I think that's what was the standout, and yes, the result is there for everybody in the open. As both of us felt yesterday that the scales were tilting towards Mumbai Indians. But the heart goes out to Gujarat. They've had a fantastic campaign, some positive takeaways for them. But at the end of it, yes, we can only see them back in 2026. Mumbai advance into the Qualifier too, wherein they would be welcomed by Punjab Kings at Ahmedabad on the 1st of June.
Just the previous day, we saw a very low-scoring game where the match didn't even last more than 25 overs. But yesterday, it went almost the full distance, and 228 was what Mumbai Indians scored. And of course, they had luck on their side with Rohit Sharma rising to the occasion, but he still had the lady luck smiling on him. Twice dropped, 81, man of the match. So these big players rise to the party when it matters most, isn't it?
Absolutely. Rohit is a big match player, and whenever the team has looked upon him, he's put up his hand. To me, the first 6 overs were the crucial period, and I thought 2 catches being dropped when Rohit was on 3 and 12. I would say at international level and such a high-profile tournament like IPL, where you have the best in the business taking part in this, I thought they were regulation catches. Having put that down, they were just hoping would Rohit get out, because a couple of shots he played were just very non-typical of what Rohit is known for. Nevertheless, he carried on, and the start they got off. You mentioned in the opening statement that Johnny Bairstow looked like he just carried on the rich vein of form which he left last year in the IPL. Didn't look like he was coming off red ball cricket from England. Yes, the start they got, 79 without loss in the first 6 overs. I think that rattled Gujarat Titans. Again, nerves, big occasion. Though GT have been part of 2 finals in their very short stint in the IPL in the last 3 years. Situations to be handled. So players like Johnny Bairstow, Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya, Surya Kumar Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah. Who else do you need? Who've been part of winning sides, and not only in IPL but at world events. I think yes, Kamat Dar, Kamat the man. That's what the hitman is known for. Though I would not associate yesterday's innings to a typical Rohit Sharma's innings. Luck on his side, yes. He rode on the luck. As they say, fortune favors the brave. Some of the shots were not typically what we expect of Rohit. But end of the day, match-winning knock, ending up on the podium with the POTM. What the doctor ordered for Mumbai Indians. So we were discussing, saying that they needed somebody apart from Surya Kumar Yadav to come to the party. So who else? The former Mumbai Indians captain and current India ODI captain, Rohit Sharma. He arrives at the party. That's it.
You touched upon Johnny Bairstow and the man who dropped 2 catches. One of Rohit Sharma when he was on 12 and the other of Surya Kumar Yadav when Sky was on 20 in the 20s. Kusal Mendis playing his first game in IPL 2025. Would it have mattered, and was it the reason because not having played in IPL this entire season, new conditions, getting time to adjust to the conditions, were they the reasons why he was not on target yesterday? Kusal Mendis from Sri Lanka, the wicketkeeper, and we also saw in the GT innings, though he was getting runs and was beginning to build a partnership with Sai Sudarshan, in the manner in which he got out, stepping onto the wicket, hit wicket. So nothing went Kusal Mendis' way yesterday, didn't it?
I think when he got out, his horror story ended yesterday. In fact, he would have thought when the 20 overs in the second innings would have gotten over. Yeah, unfortunate. He's a quality player and he's had rich experience, and he's also captained Sri Lanka in the shorter format. Yes, one of those days wherein as a keeper, you might take some time to settle in. And as you said, yes, keeping to a different set of bowlers out of the blue, because he wasn't a part of the playing 11 till Joss Butler was there. And roping him in and playing him as a wicketkeeper and number 3 in the batting order in an eliminator, certainly there would have been pressure on him. Reasons could be plenty, because the best of the fielders, we've seen them drop catches. In fact, could say when he dropped that catch, one of the finest fielders in the South African lineup, he caught under the ball, looked like he was pouncing on it. Yes, what went through, just momentary lapse. So, end of it, they had to pay a huge price for that.
The margin of victory for Mumbai Indians was 20 runs. And when you look at how the Mumbai Indians batted, and they had their best ever power play score in this IPL 2025, 27 runs were scored off Prasiddha Krishna in 1 power play over, Johnny Bairstow just tearing him apart, and the 20th over where Hardik Pandya hit 3 sixes of Gerald Coetzee, who also gave away 3 wides. So those 2 overs were crucial in the end result, with about 47-48 runs scored off just those 2 overs of quality bowlers, and they mattered in the end result of Gujarat Titans being eliminated. Or the other way looking at it is Mumbai Indians advancing to the virtual semi-final, which is the Qualifier 2.
As I mentioned, Gikku, playing those key moments are the most important thing in such crunch games. Pressure is all about this whole game. 228 on board in an eliminator is like you're chasing 20 plus. And mind you, against a side which knows how to come out, execute their skills, hold on to the nerves, because they've been there a number of times. So you spoke about margins of 27 run over and a 20 run over towards the end. I think, yes, statistically you look at it, drawing board, you can say these 2 overs which went for 47, if it had been just about 20 in those 2 overs, would the result been different? I mean, post-mortem is something that's pretty easy to be done. We always hear saying there were 20 shot, in the chase, we just were let down in that 16th, 17th over. So if it was 200, the approach of Mumbai Indians would have been different as a bowling unit. Or if it was 250, the approach of GT would have been different in a run chase. So as I said, couple of key moments in the game, if I have to point out. One was shoddy fielding up front, wherein I want to touch upon the leadership qualities. Shubman Gill looked a ruffled man. There were 6 changes made in 6 balls in a particular over when Prasidh Krishna was bowling. And the flip side of it, when Hardik was captaining Mumbai Indians, we saw Bolt set his own field, because he was sure of what he wanted to deliver and what he wanted to execute. In a scenario like this, it's the bowler who asks for a field first. If it doesn't work his way, then it's the captain who steps in. that's wherein Shubman Gill didn't have the sort of experience in his side, somebody who could walk up to him, let's say like a Rohit Sharma or a Surya Kumar Yadav or somebody like a Bumrah in Mumbai Indians to come and try to, calm his nerves. So that's where I think to start with, GT lost the plot. There were contrasting styles of captaincy. Though Hardik Pandya comes across as a pretty animated and a vocal person, but he's somebody, who backs his players. That was not found yesterday with Shubman Gill. Pretty early days, because he's now in the saddle and got the mantle of leading the Indian team in the red ball format. So I think, if temperamentally is not going to be strong, that's going to put not only him, his batting, but the whole team in trouble. I think these two were the stark differences. And yes, personal, as we discussed yesterday, it was the might of the top-heavy batting of GT against the quality bowling of Mumbai, which turned out to be the same. But end result, 20 run victory in a T20 game is a pretty big margin, Gikku. Maybe, a 2 or 3 run victory is what you can call a close result. But 20 runs is quite a margin. I think end of the day, that's what everybody got to see. A cracker of a game, I would say, literally, for two teams that had to literally no second chance for them here on. And good for the crowd who came in, because the qualifier one was a damn squib. People expected a high voltage game, and it turned out to be a one-sided affair. Well-deserved winners, Mumbai, they march in, they live another day. Will Punjab spoil their party, or will Mumbai advance to lay their hands on the 6th title? Only time will tell.
Yeah, it's a very valid point you mentioned about Shubman Gill and how he will be tested against he'll be leading against a side which has an experienced and victorious captain in Ben Stokes. So there he will be tested very highly. But he also touched upon the batting of Gujarat Titans. Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan have been a prolific pair in this IPL, but then Gill getting out in the first over to that beauty of a delivery from Trent Bolt perhaps upset the plans for GT in the run chase?
Obviously, when you're looking at chasing down a score of 229, you certainly would look to get at least 60-65 on board without losing a wicket. Yeah, the loss was pretty early in the innings, but with a very good partnership for the second wicket, Mendis, and though he was a bit slow to start with Sai Sudarshan, they put on a pretty good partnership, and I think GT were very much in the game till Washington Sundar and Sai Sudarshan were batting in the middle. It looked like GT's game all the way there. And as we said, the key moments, experience, how things work out. Was it over number 12 or 14? We saw Bumrah come back, and what did it remind you, Gikku, that Yorker? If I draw the clock back, it reminded me, it was a very similar delivery. Bumrah bowled to Ollie Pope. Was it in Vizag?
Right, yes.
To get him out on a duck. So he just was replaced by a left-hander. Similar, execution. I think that was the turning point, and that was a key moment when Mumbai bowled. So, I mean, these are certain key moments which you play big. So with experience, Washington Sundar or Sai Sudarshan, the way they batted, certainly in the days or years to come by, you will see them, carry forward the momentum and take the team over the line. So I think that was the key moment, getting Washington Sundar out in the 14th over. I think that tilted the favours in the side of Mumbai.
And that Ollie Pope that you mentioned came after Ollie Pope scored 190 in the first test match in Hyderabad. So and it's only bowler and only Jasprit Bumrah can come up with those kind of deliveries and break the partnerships. And like Hardik Pandya mentioned in the post match, that it is like the prices of Mumbai housing, and he is so very expensive that and you just give him the ball and he just delivers. And I was going to ask you about, usually we see the 19th over being in a run chase being the most important over, and it determines the course of the match, who usually wins or who loses. But yesterday we saw Hardik Pandya throw the ball to Bumrah in the 18th over, and that was again a typical Bumrah over where he was very economical. And the 19th was bowled by Trent Bolt. And he also had one debutant in Richard Gleeson, and I felt very sorry for Reece Topley, who has been warming, who has been training, who has been with the Mumbai Indians all over the season. But Reece Topley was rested. He was not given a chance. Gleeson got the nod ahead of Reece Topley, fellow Englishman, and he was quite impressive in his first match in this IPL. He bowled the 20th over, 3 balls, ensured that Mumbai Indians were winning, and he was limping before he came to bowl the 20th over, and then the remaining 3 balls was bowled by Ashwini Kumar, who took a wicket in the first ball that he bowled, the 4th of that over, and 2 dot balls to Rashid Khan. So Richard Gleeson was also quite impressive in his first match, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, 3 changes, forced changes. Bairstow had to come in for Rickleton, and they had to make 2 more changes. One was the injury to Deepak Chahar, and the other was Rickleton. So they got in Ashwini and Raj Angad Baba. So Raj Angad Baba didn't have a bat, nor did he have a ball. So he was just a fielder in the playing 11. Yes, coming to the 18th over, Gikku, 3 overs, and I think the target was somewhere close to 50, which was very much in grasp. And Bumrah came to bowl that over, and I think he conceded about 10 or 11 runs in that over. I think that sealed the game. So normally you say if it was 20 to get 2 overs to go, you would expect Bumrah to bowl the 19th, because you don't leave it too late in the last over. If it's going to be 8 or 10 to be defended in the last over, I think it's an Herculean task. I think that was a smart and a tactical move. As you say, I mean, I would say if you have a bowler like Bumrah in your side, the opposition is looking at playing only 16 overs of cricket. Take it from me. To get runs out of Bumrah, see, he's a bowler who bowls 1 or 2 overs in the power play up front. He comes and bowls 1 in the middle over, 1 towards the fag end. To, line him up and, take him for runs is a huge task. So I think Mumbai have that cushion. It's like, they are defending a total in 16 overs, because those 4 overs are gold dust. So that's what went through the mind of Pandya. And I think he threw the ball to Bumrah and he did the job for them. So that is what, it's just not about experience. It's about supreme skill, self-confidence, repetitive execution of skills. See, Bumrah is not somebody who tries far too many fancied things. He's got the gun yorker. He can bowl those slow dipping low full tosses, and he bowls a regular quick delivery. I think with these 3 repertoire, I mean, you don't know what is coming at you. So that's what, puts top batters off guard. So I think that was a real smart move, which fetched the right result in the end. Yes, you spoke about Gleeson. He looked pretty impressive, because apart from Bolt, Bumrah and Santner, to an extent Hardik Pandya, experience-wise, I think Gleeson and Ashwini are pretty new on this stage. So that was one area of concern for Mumbai, but I think they managed that well, and credit to both of them on a good batting pitch, where we saw some excellent innings. Both of them held their nerves and delivered when it was important.
Of course, and the Mumbai Indians and Hardik Pandya will be hoping to continue this form for 2 more matches, which is the Qualifier 2 on Sunday and winning that the final on Tuesday. So we wrap up this review of the Eliminator, and see you soon with the preview of the Qualifier 2. Thank you, viewers. Take care, stay safe, have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye, Gikku.